Hey dudes, and welcome back to the freaking channel. It's I, Julianne, and we are back at it with another monthly play with me. Oh my god, it's like nice to say that again. I do have a zit in the middle of my face, and I don't want to put anything on top of it to like anger it. So please just like, okay, don't look at it. For this month's theme, I'm going to be doing a Ponyo. I just want it to be nice and simple and purely Ponyo, so it's the least amount of brain power possible. So if you guys are here to play with me, make sure you have your stationery ready, and if you're here just to hang out, make sure you have a beverage, a snack, and let's get on with the video.
Hello, long time no voiceover. 2 months really isn't super long, but it's definitely long enough to get a little rusty, and I've got a lot to catch you guys up on, so this voiceover is gonna be a little bit all over the place. I've gotten some complaints in the past that I talk too much during my voiceovers, and I don't really have much else to say, but that's just how my videos are. And I would not take any offense, nor would I even know if you decided to mute this video and just play some chill music instead. That being said, let's chat about the cover page for a bit. For this theme, I basically wanted to just do a very pure Ponyo theme. This movie, like any other Ghibli movie, really has so many iconic scenes to pull from, and this one in particular has a really clear primary color palette to me. And because of that, I didn't really want to do what I usually do, which is combining themes. In the past, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that any anime theme I do, or any iconic pop culture character theme I do, I usually combine it with another aspect. But for this one, I just thought it'd be really nice to just pull iconic stills from the movie and use that as my theme instead. Especially since the color palette is so clear to me, it translates directly into a theme very well. And that's always something I'm considering when I'm creating a theme. I'm looking for patterns, whether it's within the color palette or within the subject matter. Like take for example, a lot of people always suggest a theme to me, which is beverages. But beverages, that's a huge scope, okay? Like either I'm making all the beverages, the whole range of them, all the same color, so it looks like a theme, looks cohesive, or I'm just picking one type of beverage, like coffee, boba, alcoholic drinks. Even those all look different. So when creating a theme, it's just the balance between the two. If you're choosing a really small scope, then you can play with more colors. But if you're picking like a really complicated topic, then choose like 2 to 3 or 4 colors. Like I said earlier, for this theme, I'm mainly using a primary color scheme, but a little more muted to fit my style better. Instead of just a straight up red, blue, and yellow, I'm using more of a marigoldy yellow and cornflowery blue Tombow duo brush pens. I'm not very good with color names, so forgive me if that's completely wrong. And I'm also using a coral mild liner. You'll see other colors as well to fill out the landscape, but these are the main colors that will ground the theme. As per usual, all of my supplies will be linked in the description down below. For the coloring style of this theme, I was experimenting with the shadow side only kind of coloring I usually do for more complicated themes, but it just didn't really hit for this one, so I decided to color the whole damn thing, and I think it turned out great. I don't really like coloring backgrounds though, I leave that to the watercolor bullet journalers out there, so for the background I'm leaving that pretty minimal. Okay, so now I have done my little bullet journal video due diligence of talking about what I'm doing in the video, and now I get to talk about whatever I want. And oh my freaking god, I missed you guys so much. I miss making videos, I miss bullet journaling, most of all the chit-chatting, and it was just supposed to be for 1 month to reset, but within that month I quickly realized that my mental health had gotten way out of hand. At first, I thought it was just like a little series of unfortunate events and a little burnout. If you're creative, you're no stranger to creative burnout. I did talk about it a little in my May Plan With Me. I even came up with a little plan. I thought the trick was to stop trying to make art my career, to quote, give up on that dream and chase stability and having hobbies. If I didn't rely on creating to survive, I wouldn't feel so much pressure to create things that I thought would make money. It would give me creative freedom, I could focus on my career that I actually did like, and it did provide stability, quote stability. It was simple, easy, good plan in theory. But oh my god, I was like really wrong, because in May, a bunch of stuff happened in my private life that really sucked, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Then my iPad was murdered, and that really sucked. It sucked a little financially, but mostly it sucked because I had lost all my art. Every sticker sheet I had launched, a bunch of new designs I was about to launch, so no launch all summer, pieces I had been working on for months, and a bunch of other shit that I can't even remember But that was like a huge blow to my little artist heart. Again, it didn't really seem like something I couldn't bounce back from, so I just kept chugging along and tried to recreate whatever pieces I could remember. But something just like still didn't really feel quite right, but I just ignored it. And I just thought, oh, it's just a little bit of funk. And then in June, I was laid off from my secure little tech media job. This company has been tanking ever since. You can probably guess which one it was. But it was a huge blow into my little plan that I had talked about earlier. I was going to stop trying to be an artist. I was going to focus on my career, but now I have no career and we're heading into a recession, and all I have is my little art business that I don't really know what direction it's going in either, because I don't even know what my voice as an artist is. And then at this point, I was like, oh man, big funk. It's okay. I know how to deal with that. But it was so different than anything I had ever felt before. Before, it'd be like complete sadness. I'd be angry. I would feel something. It was not just like a lack of motivation. There was like no purpose behind anything. And if you know me, I'm very much the opposite of a numb person. I have very, very strong emotions towards everything all the time. I'm very passionate. You know that episode of Pokemon? It's like the first 3 episodes where they meet Charmander and his like little flame is about to go out. Not to be like super dramatic. That's like so dramatic. I know what it sounds like, but that's what it felt like. It like felt like my little tiny flame was about to go out. It was just so small and it was just like so still and uneasy, and however you use the word melancholy, it was that. It was just so weird. I just felt like pressurized from all ends so that you're not moving anywhere, so you're numb, but it's just still uncomfortable. It's so impossible to describe how I felt. But then I learned that that's depression, and it feels different for people, but that's what it was. I ended up seeing a therapist and we discussed it. Oh, and then I discovered I had adult ADHD. That was cool. Most of you guys could probably have called that in the past. Like it was pretty obvious now looking back at it. I just didn't know what it looked like. So for the past little bit, I've been learning how to manage anxiety, now depression, and also ADHD. And so that has also affected my planning and how I go about my life to be as functional as possible. And it's not like now that I am making this video, I'm cured of depression and anxiety and all these things, but I am feeling better. And I know that it's gonna fluctuate and everything, but I feel more prepared for that. The scariest part was not knowing what was wrong with me, because something was obviously wrong, but I just couldn't put a label to it. And if you can't label it, you can't solve the problem. If you see the enemy, it's easier to fight it, and I feel more empowered. And I'm so sorry if everything I'm saying is like super choppy. I'm just trying to figure out what the right words are. And you figure that I talk so much that I should be more articulate, but it's very difficult right now. And since I've taken my little break, I've been drawing a lot more just for myself, and it's really helped a lot with figuring out what my artistic voice is. I've been traveling a lot to conventions and surrounding myself with people with similar passions, and I think that has really helped me validate what I'm doing. So that's what I've been up to. I would love to catch up with you guys in the comments, so please let me know what you all have been up to. And yeah, to sum up, I'm doing better. I like where my art is going a lot more. And how that relates to bullet journaling is that I'm no longer, just bullet journaler. I do not claim that. I don't want that energy. I'll still be making monthlies because I do love journaling. But I'm going to do a lot more like chit-chatty draw with me's, more studio content, more convention content. And I'm an artist. I've only recently been able to say that confidently, but I think that these conventions have really helped me with that. Also, it's not fully practical for me and my little ADHD routine to do bullet journaling the way I used to. I found that convenience and utility is key for me when it comes to planning. As you guys might have noticed, I've completely axed out the calendar and my brain dump page is like 3 pages long now. My Google Calendar perfectly does the job and it's super convenient for me. And I found that if I can't access like my schedule like immediately at any time I'm thinking about it, I'll just either forget about it or things are just not gonna get done. And I think I had so many useless aspects of my journals that my brain started to associate bullet journal and useless together, which is not true, but I would just never open my bullet journal. So this spread has been modified for max utility for me without any of the fluff. I'll be using the dump page as a diary and just some space for me to plan my days. I don't think I'll ever stop journaling, but I am really proud of the way I'm growing as an artist, and that's how this channel is gonna grow. And I feel like I've said all these things out of frustration before, but I've never fully committed to it because I was always so scared. I'm like, I'm gonna lose all my followers, and all this work has been for nothing. But I feel like my artistic voice is way stronger now. I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. So, exciting things. Anyway, I'm out of time. I've been ranting for way too long. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you made it to the end. I know there was a lot of talking there and it got not so fun and quirky, but I don't know. I just really feel like I needed to say that. I have a lot more to say. More videos will be coming out in the future, and if you guys want to see those videos or you want to see any more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video if you like it, leave me a comment. I freaking love the comment section, and check out the description box below. It has all of my social medias, it has my sticker shop, it has all of my supplies. Man, I suck at this now. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!